Welcome back. Today is Juneteenth, a holiday to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Since it is a federal holiday, there are several closings happening around Spokane and even Coeur d'Alene.
That's right. So here's what you need to know this morning. All Spokane and Spokane County libraries will be closed, but the Coeur d'Alene Library will be open. Now in both cities, garbage pickup will be on its normal schedule. Street parking in downtown Spokane is free today, and the Riverfront Park attractions as well as Spokane City golf courses are open.
And if you missed one of the many events celebrating Juneteenth over the weekend, there's still one more to check out. The Moscow Human Rights Commission hosting an event in Friendship Square today from noon to 4. The event features vendors, live music, activities for kids, and food trucks. There will also be a free showing of the film The Watermelon Woman after the celebration at 7 in the evening. That showing will be at the Ken Worthy Performing Arts Center.
And with a lot of people off for Juneteenth, the U.S. Forest Service is waiving recreation fees for day-use sites across Washington and Oregon. The Forest Service hopes removing the fees makes it easier for more people to experience the beauty of the Pacific Northwest. The agency manages over 2,400 recreation sites.
Well, Juneteenth commemorates the day the last enslaved African Americans were told they were free.
So it's only been a federal holiday for the last 2 years, but it's been celebrated for more than a century. So let's take a look back at the history of Juneteenth.
After 4 bloody years, the Union defeated the Confederacy to win the Civil War and abolish slavery in April 1865. There were nearly 4 million slaves in the U.S. at that time. Union armies began marching through the southern states, freeing thousands of slaves each day. The news took months to reach Texas, the westernmost state in the Confederacy. On June 19, 1865, Major General Gordon Granger and 2,000 Union troops rode into Galveston, Texas, and told slaves of their freedom. The people of Texas are informed that in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. This involves an absolute equality of personal rights and rights of property between former masters and slaves. Granger's words spread through Texas. All at once, slaves found out the war was over and they were free. Their joyous, spontaneous celebration gave birth to Juneteenth. Juneteenth, a combination of the words June and 19th, commemorates when the last enslaved people in the South were finally set free. Many slaves were met with violence or death when they tried to leave, yet the promise of freedom extinguished fear and fueled generations of indestructible people. Former slaves gathered on Juneteenth the next year and the year after that, and over the decades, Black communities observed the holiday with festive family gatherings, colorful parades, and bountiful barbecues. Texas became the first state to make Juneteenth an official holiday in 1980. Since then, 49 states and Washington, D.C. also recognize the holiday. And last year, President Joe Biden signed the bill making June 19th Juneteenth National Independence Day and a federal holiday. Juneteenth is a celebration of independence, the day all Americans were truly free.
Now, the Inland Northwest Juneteenth Coalition hosted the 10th Annual Pillar Awards on Friday.
Yeah, the ceremony recognizes community trailblazers and leaders who are uplifting the African American community.
We want to acknowledge them and let them know we see them and we appreciate what they're doing in the Black community.
This was the event's 10th year. Awards were given out to an individual, nonprofit, business, and church. Winners included Keonta Duncan, Fresh Soul, The Learning Project, and New Hope Baptist Church.